What up, YouTube? It's your boy Danny Nuggets back again with another vid. It's been a while. It's been a minute. I was supposed to make like 4 videos, but I kind of sold on them. And the concept of this video is what I'm gonna do now for the two teams in the NBA Finals, and it is how they got there. I was supposed to make a video of how all 4 teams were built and how they got to this point, sort of like timeline-ish, and documenting how they got to this point. And for starters, I'm gonna just do this for the finals, and I'm gonna talk about the Indiana Pacers, man. Honestly, this team got built within the last like 4 years, I want to say. In terms of things that happened before this, the current front office and the brain trust that made this team is Chad Buchanan, the current GM, and Kevin Pritchard, the president of basketball operations. I'm pretty sure those two in the front office were hired in 2017. And the only thing that predates them is Miles Turner was drafted in 2015, and he's been there through the long haul, and he's been through all the trade rumors. Shout out to him. He's also one of the more valuable pieces in the NBA in terms of role players, because he's the definition of a stretch five that can somewhat rim protect. And the only move that Pritchard and Buchanan made before this current iteration of the Indiana Pacers was TJ McConnell. I think they signed him in the 2019 offseason, and he's been there the last like 5-6 years, I want to say. And then it started in 2021. They hired head coach Rick Carlisle, who famously led the Mavericks to their lone title in 2011 and pulling off one of the greatest upsets in NBA history, and now has another chance to do so, and he's led the Pacers to another finals. And then in terms of player construction, they completely pivoted in 2022, trading away Domantas Sabonis and going away from that era. And then whatchamacallit, they traded for Tyrese Halliburton, and he has become their foundational player, their franchise player, currently their best player on the team. And him and Carlisle have fit seamlessly, because Carlisle basically set up a crazy offensive system around Tyrese and his ability to push the pace and pass the basketball, create crazy advantages. And now their instant offense has become the best offense in the playoffs. And then in the 22 offseason, they hit on the draft. They drafted Benedict Mathurin, one of their 6 men, and one of their key contributors. I would consider him like, I wouldn't say an Energizer Bunny, but like a bucket off the bench type of player. And then they also drafted Andrew Nemhard, who's the current 2 guard, handles ball handling responsibilities in the starting lineup alongside Tyrese Halliburton, one of their 2 POA defenders, alongside Aaron Nesmith. And he's turned into a demon shooter in the playoffs, can take guys off the dribble, can close out, can attack closeouts, and be comfortable in hunting switches against bigs. Some of the things I've seen from him in the playoffs. And as for Aaron Nesmith as well, is another player they hit in the 2022 offseason. He was, no offense, he was rotting on the bench for the Boston Celtics because he couldn't get any PT because that rotation was too good. And they took a flyer on him. They didn't really give up much for him. Excuse me. I think they traded the Celtics got Malcolm Brogdon for him that year, and they got Aaron Nesmith, and he's turned into one of the better 3-and-D wings in the NBA. And I think at one point he was shooting 50% from 3 in the playoffs. He could sort of attack closeouts, but honestly, he's been a demon shooter and a solid POA defender. They had a okay 2023 season. Halliburton got hurt, and then in the 2023 off season, they traded for Obi Toppin, another foundational bench piece. I want to say foundational, but another good rotation player off the bench, making them a legitimate eight deep in the playoffs. And then in this draft, in the 2023 draft, they drafted Ben Shepherd and Jarris Walker, who are really good players and have gotten spot minutes. And there have been certain points where Ben Shepherd was crucial, playing defense, and was part of that game 1 comeback. And Jarris Walker, I'm pretty sure in the playoff, like early in the playoffs, was dropping double figures in the Milwaukee series. So those are 2 really good players there. And then during that 2023-2024 season, in the trade deadline, they made another trade, and they got Pascal Siakam for Bruce Brown and some picks. And that has been really, that's a trade that has done wonders for them, because they didn't really give them much to get Pascal. and the asking price was so low, and they got basically an all-star level player, potentially all NBA level player, like Lord, like a third team all NBA kind of guy. And as a result of that, they made their first conference finals in like X since I want to say the 2014 Pacers. And Pascal for them has been huge because that's another player, another star alongside Hadley. In addition to that, they needed the defense, man, because I remember last year in the playoffs or in the regular season in total, I think the Pacers were like the best offense in basketball or top two or three in the regular season in the 2024 season. But they were one of the worst defensive teams. And when they got Pascal, they were still a below average defense, but they went from like 29th, I think I'm 28th or 29th to like 17th or 18th, which is like a marked improvement. And that's basically all you need considering how elite their offense is. And as a result of that, I know injuries played a part. Last year, they made their ECF run, and then this year, more continuity. Benedict was injured last year. Now he's healthier, and they make another ECF run. Hallie is healthier compared to what he was last year, and they're just playing really good ball. They're more connected, so they're somewhat better defensively. I think they went from like I said, one of the worst defenses in the league to now I think they're like top 15, I want to say, which is not setting the world on fire, but like that is, like I said, a market improvement or a major improvement compared to what they were and with their demon offense. That's basically it. And that is how the Indiana Pacers and have been built, and that is how the 2025 Indiana Pacers are in the NBA Finals. And that's basically it for me, man. Comment down below your thoughts on this vid. Did you enjoy this like sort of timeline-ish concept video? Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if I missed anything within this timeline, Pacers fans. A like and a follow was appreciated. Be on the lookout for more content, and as always, have a good one, guys. Peace.